So first thing I want you to do is open your AutoCAD and choose the ACAD DWT as your template. Currently my menu has a bunch of 3D stuff from last semester, so I'm going to change that and go to just the basic drafting and annotations. If your menu doesn't look like this, let me know.
Mine doesn't look like that, but that's because it's on Mac.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're on a Mac, you may have to customize it a little bit or add options if they're missing. Like I know last semester one of the Mac people didn't have like some of the circle options. So they exist in the program. You just got to turn them on or talk.
Yeah, I
Uh,
got the circles.
cool. Just let me know if
Yeah,
anything's
there's
missing
one.
as we go along or try to find it.
All right, thank you.
But anyway, to start with the basics, we're going to start off very basic on this program and work our way up. Okay, so I'm going to pretend or assume that no one's used this software before. So, uh, basic stuff. Let's start with that. So the command you use the most is most likely going to be the undo command. So let's hit the line function first here. Notice how right now it's kind of hard to aim it. Maybe if you're just kind of like grabbing onto stuff, then that means you have a snap setting, which we'll go into detail in a moment. See, I turned on the snap down here, so now it kind of grabs onto the grid. You see that? It's not just random. So the snap is very helpful. So just turn it on if it's not already on, just to see the how it grasps. Okay. Alrighty. So let's just make a random line, so we can see the undo command. And when you make a line, it automatically assumes you're going to make another one. If you want to cancel, just press escape, and it'll leave the original line that you made. It doesn't matter where. I just want to show you that up here you have the undo. So this is the ribbon. Um, this is your undo and redo. So if I undo it, then obviously it'll undo my zoom. It'll also undo the line. And it can redo the line as well. So just like copy it, just like on Word, it's very similar. Uh, so if you make too many mistakes or you can't fix something, you can always go back. Okay. Anyway, you can also, when you're making stuff, so notice how I turned on the snap settings while I was making the line. So now that I'm not making a line, the snap is off. So I'm going to turn it on just so it stays on permanently before I use any commands. So choose the line. So now it should stay on whether I'm making a line or not. See, cancel it, put it back on. But anyway, so let's say I make a line and then cancel. If you hit spacebar, it will redo the last command that you made. So that would be the line. So I'm back at making lines. You see that? Escape. I'm not doing anything except highlight. Highlight from the right is blue, by the way. Highlight from the left is a little bit different. It kind of gives you like you can kind of carve it out yourself. But carving it this way is a little bit different. But anyway, spacebar redoes commands just like so. Now, if I were to undo that, let's say I start at the beginning. Let's get to the actual example here. Okay. But this is your quick access toolbar right here. This is your ribbon in case it comes up. Okay. Alrighty, so let's pretend we haven't done anything. Just gonna clear everything. The first thing I want you to do is just hit Z and then enter. And it should have a zoom command. See how there's different types of zooms? So I'm gonna hit zoom all, just so it zooms in to a certain section. Now we haven't made default workspaces just yet. So it's just going to do like a basic zoom. If you use your mouse wheel, you can also just kind of zoom, on your own. You can also hold the mouse wheel down and grab the paper. Okay. You can also use the compass to help you out a little bit, but I don't suggest it unless we're doing 3D. I prefer just using the mouse wheel or creating a limited workspace. But anyway, so Z is zoom, and then press A, and it should get you somewhere around here. Okay. All right, so let's do the first example. You guys have any questions on undo, redo, or the snap? All right. Okay. All right, so let's hit draw and then choose the multi-point command here. So now it's going to ask you to specify a point. So what we're going to do is make 3 points using the multi-point command. The reason we're doing this is just so you can see how you type in points. So type the number 3, comma, 1, enter. So now it's plotted the first point down here. You see that automatically at the location of 3, comma 1. So just like algebra or basic math, x, comma y, same thing. Now, as soon as I start doing the second point, just to be safe and to make it a habit, I recommend you type the pound sign and then type in the next point. So the first point was 3, comma 1. The next point will be 9, comma 1. So now there's the point right there. See that? Pound sign or hashtag, whatever you want to call it. 9, comma 8. Pound sign 3, comma 8. So now I have 4 corners. If you don't remember what I said, I'm going to type the points in the chat box. If it lets me. Maybe it doesn't let me. Oh, there it goes. As soon as I cancel it, it does it. 3, comma 1 was the first one. Then 9, comma 1. Then 9, comma 8. And finally 3, comma 8. Using the multi-point command. All right. You know, have any issues with the multi-point so far?
Sorry, where do we find the multi-point command? I'm sorry, I didn't see that part.
It should be below where the circle and polyline's at. You see where it says draw? There should be a drop down in the draw menu. So it's this little 4 dot multi-point thing right here. The
Okay.
icon looks like this. It's like 4
Okay.
lines.
Sweet, thank you.
Okay. All right, so the next thing I want to do is practice some more with the line command. Homework 1 is really just do the line command. So click line, and I want you to start at the bottom at 3, 1. Right, and just click right on there. Now we could type the point instead, right? You see how I can kind of just click it? So I could say, you know what, pound sign 3, comma 1 is where I'm going to start. Enter. So now I'm right there attached to it. And then I could type, but see how it has an angle on the 3.5, the length? It's not a point, it's just a length of the line. So what you got to do is force it to be a point by putting the pound sign, then doing 9, comma 1. So there, it forced it down there. But of course, since it's very simple, you could just click it yourself. But before you close it off, you see at the bottom in the middle of the command, it says close and undo. You can click close or type the letter C, and it'll close the figure out for you automatically. So it'll just connect the endpoint without having you to having the need to find it. If that makes sense. And you can always undo as you go along. And let's do it over again. So if I do it by just clicking, I need to have snap-on so I can hit it right on there. Click. And then just connect them all together. And then C at the very end will close. You could just connect it as well, but whatever. If you're making a weird shape and you don't want to like eyeball it or type the point, you can just type close and you'll know it's perfect. Any questions on making the box? Okay. Alrighty. Let's make a one moment. Okay. So let's practice this, make some inner boxes. The book wants us to make a few more examples of the inside box. So let's do it just for the hell of it. So type line. This time we'll use only the points. So the first point is 4, 2, pound sign, 8, 2. So first one's 4, 2, next one is 8, 2. Pound sign, 8, 3. Pound sign, oh shoot. I think I might have messed up. Let's undo that. Start over. 4, 2, enter. Pound sign, 8, 8, 2. There we go, that's better. 8, 3. Pound sign, 4, 3. And then C. There we go. My inner box there. So the points were 4, 2, 8, 2, 8, 3, 4, 3. Type the points in, 4, 2, 8, 2. Okay. Let's make another one. You guys cool so far with the line command? Stop me at any point if can't find something. So the next one, type the points first. Okay, so line command. First point will be 4, 4, pound sign, 8, 4, enter, pound sign, 8, 5, enter, pound sign, 4, 7, and then C. Oops. Do that again. I think I might have mistyped a point in there. 4484 8545. Pound sign 84. Pound sign 85. Pound sign 47. Yeah, that one's messed up. It should be. Let me see what point that is. 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I typed it right. I just wasn't doing it right. All right. Cool. So make one more box up here. These points will be 4, 6, then 8, 6, then 8, 7, then 4, 7. 4, 6, 8, 6, 8, 7, 4, 7. Close it. There we go. So this is our grid or grate. I think the book calls it a grate. All right. Any questions up to this point? Now you can see this little hashtag over here. If you click it, you can turn off the grid display in the back. If you only want to see your object, you can turn it off. It's right next to the snap setting. Okay. All right, so let's go over the save tool. So the quick access, the capital A, this is a save, export, import, all kinds of stuff. Let's just practice saving it. I'll just put it on desktop or something, whatever. So the naming convention I want you to use for your homework is your last name, first initial, and then the name of the drawing. So great. So it should save it as a DWT. Anyway, let's go over printing. Say, let's say I wanted to print this nonsense. Hit the capital A here. Print. Alrighty. So there's a bunch of options in here depending on what you want to do. Excuse me. Let's see here. Yeah, right here. So where do we want to print it to? I think Adobe's cool or whatever, right? And this name, just leave it as none. We're not doing anything fancy, so we're just gonna save it to the as an Adobe type file. Let's see, make sure I got all my settings right. Portrait. See right here, it's going to ask you what exactly are we printing, right? What is a plotting area? So if I hit display, it's going to print what I'm currently looking at. But when we make limits and windows, then it'll print the workspace, which is probably better eventually. Well, let's try display, see what it looks like in preview, just to see. So yeah, this is pretty much what we were looking at earlier, right? So let's say I were to zoom in, right? Put it right in the middle. Do the printer. You can also use this icon up here instead. Display. What is that preview as a PDF? So yeah, now it's in the middle. Let's try limits. I haven't set the limits, but there's probably a default limits. Let's see what it is. Yeah, so I'm still within the workspace. The default, I think it's like an 8x11 or something, which we'll talk about probably next time. But anyway, if we hit OK, it'll make a PDF file. And I'll just put it wherever. Desktop. Okay. Anyway, so it printed out in landscape mode. But that's what I had set it at. Set it out on the little printing details. Anyway, any questions on printing or saving, the naming convention, or the line command? Pretty straightforward, or is it weird?
You have more options than I do for the plot model.
Oh, no, when you're in here?
Yeah, you have like a ton more. I have like a quarter.
Really? You want to share your screen so I can see what's going on?
Wish I could. I can put my camera up to the thing. It's gonna be backwards though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Can you see that? It's probably like super.
If you want to screenshot it, maybe, I don't know. Or is that
okay? Yeah.
That might be better. I can't see much.
Yeah, here, I'll screenshot it and I'll send it if I can. It might take a bit though. But so far I just have page setup, printer, copies, paper size, what to print, scaled, and then saved PDF, apply to layout.
Interesting. Are you on the Mac or are you on something else?
Yeah, I'm calling you on a Chromebook and I'm on a Mac working on it.
Got it. All right.
Yeah. Will we use a lot more options or?
No. I mean, if we were in class, we might print stuff, but I'm just showing you in case you want to save the files yourself.
Okay.
Or like a printout. But yeah, we won't be using print much at all.
Okay, I'll just make it sure. Thank you.
Alrighty, so if you guys have no questions, I'm going to unlock your homework. Homework 1. Give me one moment. So please click your Canvas class for Engineering 1304. And you should see a homework pop up in just a second. All right. Oops. Picked the wrong date. Darn it. No, we're good. So it'll be due on the 24th at midnight. So I'm pretty sure most of you will get it done today. So the rest of the class period, I want you to start working on your homework that I just opened. And if you finish it, you're welcome to head out and you'll be good. What's it called? And if you have questions, just let me know. I'll just be sitting here waiting. But it's a very basic homework on the line command, so I don't think it's too bad.
Are we just submitting with the grade we made?
No, that was just for practice. It's for you to keep.
Oh.
You're submitting the assignment I just posted.
Oh,
although
okay.
some of you don't have the book yet, right? So let me throw in chapter 1 in here.
Okay, thank you.
Just give me 1 second. So this is a chapter from the old book. So this is chapter 1 and chapter 2. They're very similar, but not the same. I do want you to get your book as soon as possible. It's on campus in the bookstore. But this should get you by for this week if you have issues getting to campus. So it's in the chat box. Just download the chapters. It's going to be homework. Let me see. Damn it, I keep opening the wrong damn browser. Yeah, it's 1.2, homework 1.2.
So we're just drawing the drawing 1, 2 from the book.
Yes, so that's your homework, and that's your first homework. So you'll have one homework at up to 1 to 2 homeworks per chapter, and that'll be your 30% of your grade. Just submitting those drawings.
Okay.
My homework's not showing up. Oh, wait. I see it. I see it.
Yeah, just hit refresh. I just opened it.
Where's the textbook chapter again?
I threw it in the chat box. Just download it.
I don't see anything yet.
No?
No.
Maybe it's still loading. Anyone else see it? In the Zoom chat box?
Yeah, I know. I only see the points that you sent. That's about it.
It's in there for me.
Okay. It might just be loading still.
Okay.
I'll send them again just in case, though.